back, guys. All set? Sure. Good. Okay, in this segment, we're going to talk about reaction skills. Okay, sparring is an excellent exercise for developing those reaction skills. Okay, because you know if you're not reacting fast enough, because you're going to get bopped, right? So we don't want that. So, we always say, what's the best block? Yeah, not being there. So there's nothing that says you have to get kicked or punched. Okay, just don't be there. But developing this, eye, body, eye, hand, eye, foot coordination takes some time. Takes some time to develop. As we move up through the ranks, we're starting out with step sparring. Okay, so very traditional, teaching you positioning, reaction skill, distance, timing, everything we've been talking about. And then we move into choreographed semi-free sparring, which is, you get your hands, glove, headgear, and it's just a 1, 2, or 3 move segment that's choreographed. You go back and forth, and then we get into free sparring where anything's coming. But all through those exercises, you're developing your reaction skills. Okay, and this is one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most important parts of self-defense is that reaction skill. So we're going to give you a couple of drills to work on, and we're going to start out with kind of a slip. All right, so you're gonna slip your head to one side, slip it to the other side, slip, slip. Okay, so you're kind of keeping your head in one position here, but you're kind of slipping it back and forth. So if I had, this is Master Eyre, my assistant, and so if you had a partner, it's the best to do with a partner. So he's going to make sure his knees are bent, and really springy. And so when I'm going to throw a right-handed punch, and he's going to dodge left, okay, and then he's going to dodge right. So he's just slipping the punch. A little more advanced version of this would be blocking with your hand, okay. But you can get to a point where you're going faster. Okay, I'm punching the same position, and he's just slipping back and forth. Okay, so this will get you used to somebody attacking the head, and just learning you can slip that. When somebody's attacking you, let's see what's the best position. Here, the punch is coming to your face. I only have to move it this far, and I'm safe, right? I don't have to move it very far. So if I want to do my block, I just need to get that out of the way a little bit, okay? I can do that by blocking, or I can do that by shifting, right? So, or slipping the punch. The other one we're going to do is kind of a bob, right? So I'm actually dropping. You can see my eye level is dropping back and forth. I have to have the knees bent here, going back and forth, okay? So this direction, boom, just kind of go with it, right? So if I were going to throw a hook punch at him, right, boom, I'm just throwing this at the same place. He's slipping, or not slipping, he's bobbing and waving here. Bobbing and waving, okay? So he's getting used to that motion. Then you can start to pick up speed on that. Tie this back into some of the other videos as far as positioning, anticipation. Anticipation has a lot to do with reaction skill. Okay, but another drill might be blocking and parrying, okay? So if Mr. Eyre were just to throw a 1-2 punch, you know, block, I'm just blocking in, boom, boom. Now notice I'm not overextending the block. As soon as I overextend, I've opened myself up for something else, but in traditional technique, you know, there's a wrist snap. A wrist snap. You know, we do the block, we do wrist snap, right? Wrist snap. To move that technique, and I'm using a similar motion with my wrists, but it's not fully chambered because, you know, by the time he throws his punch and I chamber and trying to block, it might be too late. Not that you couldn't get to a level where you can chamber and block. There is a higher level, guys. So, but all I'm doing is kind of blocking in, blocking in, blocking in. Keep my hands up, getting them back, right? So all I need to do is move this hand out of the way. Okay. Reposition. There you go. Okay. So this is something you can do with a partner. Okay. So start out slow. Just jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Okay. So that's kind of a fun drill. You can also practice parrying. Say, have your partner throw a side kick. All right. So have him throw a side kick at you, and we're gonna parry out of the way. Okay. So what did that do to his positioning once he did that? What he kicked, I parried. Changed his position so his back is completely facing me, right? But what do I have to worry about? Okay, I'm probably in too close for a kick, but I'm not too far away for a spinning back fist. So I've got to be aware of what's going on there. Okay, roundhouse kicks are going to be a little bit more difficult. So if you throw a roundhouse kick and I try to parry that, I'm getting the full force of that roundhouse kick, which is a bone breaker, guys. That will literally, if you catch that foot there and you're not prepared, you're not conditioned for it, and you don't know how to block it, and you're just trying to meet that force, you're gonna probably end up breaking it's called a nightstick fracture. We don't want that, okay? So roundhouse kick might be something parrying to the other side, right? He throws and I'm parrying this side. So I'm going with the kick, okay? Punching, parrying with a punch. So if he throws a jab, I'm gonna parry out, okay? But you notice what happened when I did that. I parried out, I left this side exposed, but I've got my other hand up here, okay? Now I can also follow through with that, you know, just as an idea, you know, up to a rich hand. Okay, one more time for that, so, okay. So I'm anticipating what's coming from this side. I'm creating an opening and filling it with something, okay? So those are just some ideas, okay? But really good kind of reaction skill exercises, that bob and weave and the slip drill, okay? Getting used to that motion. And then even as something as simple as this. So we play this game where you get in your jushamsogi, okay? And you have your hands up and you try to push your opponent off balance. You can't touch his body, you can't push him like that. But this is about how you position, you know, as you base your skull over your tailbone, right? Can you push him back? You know, if he tries to push me, can I get away fast enough? So there's a tie. So you can have fun with that. You can, you know, the first person that moves their foot gets to do 5 push-ups, and you pop back up, and you can do that drill, and you can get that kind of reaction, develop that reaction skill and your balance. And secret to this one is, you know, the one that's lower is probably going to win. Okay. Let's see. Anything else on reaction skill I didn't cover?
I love it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's it for this segment. If you have any questions, text them in the comment section, or write in the comment section below, and we'll try to get back with you. Guys, this is just something that we're just giving you bits and pieces. There's a lot to this, a lot to cover, and a lot of it just comes with time on the mat. You just got to get on the mat and spar, and then when you're ready for it, you start asking the right questions, and then we can start steering in the right direction. Okay, but until you have experience, it's kind of tough. So we're just kind of giving you the basics here. Okay, all right, check. Kunya. See you next time. Have fun with that.